Hello everyone. It is time to give the annual finance report. We all make sacrifices to support the parish and so have a right and responsibility to know how our gifts are being used. This report is for the past fiscal year, July 2018 through June 2019. We begin by looking at our income. The first column represents the income for this year. The second column shows the income for the prior year, so you can see the comparison. The third column shows how much it changed from one year to the next. By far the largest source of income is our Sunday collection. You can see that our total collection decreased from just over $1 million to just under $1 million, about a $40,000 decrease. Part of this is because some parishioners had made some special gifts the prior year. Still, we would like to see this increasing by about 3% each year. I'm happy to say that the last 3 months show an increase, so I am hopeful for the future. This year we received more than $400,000 in bequests and memorials, to my knowledge the most we have ever received. Those gifts really reflect the great love people have for this parish. We will see later how they have helped put us in a great place going forward. The rest of that $900,000 came in the form of grants to help pay for Catholic schooling. Moving on to page 2, in fundraisers, sales, and rent of parish property, you see an increase of $10,000 to $33,000. That includes the income from the 2018 festival, which was about $18,000. In case you're curious, the 2019 festival broke that record with an income of about $24,000. The $50,000 recorded in savings and interest is mostly money that we put into savings and then later took back out for some of the building projects we did this summer. I'll mention those specifically at the end of this report. Altogether, we see a total income of $2,129,000, an increase of 16% compared to the prior year. So while the collection decreased from the prior year, we have been able to more than make up for it by some special gifts from parishioners and other grants. Looking now at our expenses, the first thing we do each month is tithe to the diocese, so that is listed in the first line, $105,000. By far our largest expense is payroll, including benefits. We increased our total payroll expense by 3% to $1,015,000. We have been steadily increasing wages to be fair and to be more competitive with other parishes. This increase represents normal raises plus adding a half-time music director for the year. The salary for priests is set by the diocese, right about $30,000 per year. We spent just under $300,000 on Catholic high school, plus sending a few students to a different grade school. This number does not include the cost of running St. Anne Catholic School. That is included in all the other numbers. The $7,000 increase from the prior year is because we were able to send 2 more students to high school. Capital outlay is mostly building improvements. This number is mostly the 2 heat and air units for the activity center we replaced in June. Most of the construction we did this summer was not paid for until after July 1st, and so is not included here. Moving on to page 2. Here the biggest change is that we were able to put over $400,000 into savings. We created a $50,000 emergency fund, added to our endowments, and put over $300,000 in savings for the building projects we did over the summer. Finally, on page 3, we decreased the amount we spent on technology. The prior year, we made some big investments in school technology, where there is always more that could be done. We're in a pretty good place right now when it comes to school technology. That comes to a total expense for the year of $2,160,000, including over $300,000 we put into savings. Comparing that to our income, we took in about $40,000 less than what went out, but you'll see in a minute that we're doing all right. When we look at the actual balances in our various accounts at the end of the fiscal year, our checking account balance was about the same, $35,000. We had a slightly higher balance in the Special Projects Fund. We put over $360,000 into savings for our emergency fund and for our building projects. Our endowments grew by about $18,000 total. That left us with a total of just over $722,000 in liquid assets, more than double the prior year. Normally end the report there, but you all know there's been a lot of financial activity these past 3 months, and I want everyone to know what we are doing. Here is a list of the building projects we have done throughout the past few months. We have spent a lot. I believe it is money well spent, but I want to be open about it also. In June, we spent just over $30,000 replacing 2 of the heat and air units for the activity center. One had not worked properly for many years. The other still worked, but had become a safety concern. We spent $1,000 improving the parish office library. That is the room off the main reception area where we normally meet with people. We spent $2,600 replacing the gravel underneath the playground to make it safe again. The total cost of the parking lot was $313,000. We could have saved about $50,000 by using asphalt, but we would have then needed to spend $90,000 maintaining it just in the first 10 years. Concrete, on the other hand, is virtually maintenance-free for a very long time. So while we spent more up front, it will save us a lot in the future. We spent about $26,000 making the school safer, including the front entrance, fences, electronic door locks, and asbestos removal. And finally, we spent $5,000 in materials for the brick wall for the Divine Mercy Shrine, and the work on that is ongoing. We still need about another $22,000 for the mosaic that will eventually go there. If you have questions about anything presented in this report, please do not hesitate to ask me. Feel free to catch me after Mass or send me an email. And of course, thank you. You are the primary means by which God provides for this family of missionary disciples. Thank you for allowing Him to work through you.